we're going to learn how to do a nozzle check on a 4900. So I have my sheet of paper here. This is a matte piece of paper. This belongs to the printer that only prints matte paper out. And this is a scrap piece of paper. I like to reuse paper over and over again I just trim off the edges for doing the nozzle checks so we're not wasting paper. And this paper you can actually print on the nozzle checks on both sides. You wouldn't want to print a photograph on both sides, but for this purpose it's perfectly acceptable. You would not want to print on the back of a luster piece of paper. That doesn't hold any ink. So I'm going to just insert my scrap paper. It's going to go on where I want to print, that side down and at the top. So I'm going to print my nozzle check here. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm just going to insert that, and I'm just going to push it back so that it's at the edge. You don't want it to run up into the device, just at the edge, like so. And then for the nozzle check, you just push this button here in the left corner. First you wake up the machine, push it again, go down to nozzle check and your right arrow and the down arrow and print check pattern, and click OK. And there is our nozzle check. It's showing us the jets for each color, the output from each jet. So what we'd want to do with this printout is we bring it over to the light table. It's the on-off switch for the light table. And you can more clearly see the different colors, especially yellow is hard to see under fluorescent light. So what you want to do is look at each of these squares for any imperfections, any skippages, any colors that are incorrect on any of these lines from the jet at all. This one is perfect. So here's an example of one that has some issues. We have a skippage right here on the vivid light magenta. So if you have any issues as a result of your nozzle check, you're checking your squares, and if you see any skippages or color issues, you'll want to run a cleaning on the color that is giving you the issue. If there are multiple colors that are giving you issues, then you would just want to run a complete cleaning. So to show you how to do that, you would select this button and you want manual cleaning and the right arrow, and then you would choose the color pair that includes the color that you're having issues with. If you see issues with multiple colors, you can choose all colors. And if you've run one or two cleanings with all colors and you're still seeing serious issues, you can run a powerful cleaning. And that's down here. We want to only use that in extreme circumstances because it uses lots of ink. So you would select the color you're having issues with, and then you can execute, or you can execute powerfully. And again, we would only want to reserve the powerful cleanings for when we have serious issues with large chunks of jets clogged. And then OK, and it will run through a cleaning process.